Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day, and we certainly are. And we look forward to saying hello to some of our friends before we get started. Okay, I wonder, Brahim or Michael? It is Brahim. We should bet Mike, number 2 from Norland, okay? And we haven't figured out what you guys do to get number 1 and 2, but doesn't matter, you do. Nativity right there at the top. Good morning. Kevin, Oshawa. And Eric, Ottawa. And Wendy from Wasaga. Mary, how are you from Norwich? And Nellie, our dear friends. Thank you very much, guys. Nick from our staff is on this morning. Fran from Orangeville, our family, Wendy from Markham, Victoria, good morning, and Madalena from Laval. Thea, how are you? And Georgie, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Wendy from London, 3 Wendys this morning, Shirley, Twin Gate, Newfoundland, Lisa Marie, Marla, Ottawa, Bruno, North Bay, and Donna, Bell Valley, Ontario. Adeline, good morning to you. And Betty Lynn from Brantford. And Barbara from Kansas. Sandy, California. Denise, Oakville. And Dave, how are you? Dave and Helga. Darlene, good morning. Beverly, New Brunswick. And Donna from Park Hill, and Crystal, Calgary, Catherine, Newfoundland, Carol, Newfoundland, and Chantal, Ottawa, bonjour, Kim from sunny Florida, yeah, it's sunny, Diane, Thunder Bay, Yolande, bonjour, Gary, and Sharon from Kansas, and Julie, Bowmanville, a couple of more. Rose, how are you? And Renee from Newfoundland. Susan, or Suzanne. Pat, good morning to you. Dorothy, how are you? Okay, guys, good to have you on with us this morning. I'm going to brighten up your day even a little bit more. There we go. Okay, guys, we love you dearly. Thank you for coming on. Cheryl, I know I miss you. Donna, I miss so many people. I don't mean to. There's Serpa and Marianne. Linda, you know how much we love Linda's. And Judy, good morning. And I'm going to say hi to Dr. McEwen. I'm just assuming she's there. Arlene, April. I never see her name. Donna. And Julie, good morning. Okay, listen to this. Okay, a couple of things I want to bring to you. This was an article, exposure to, I don't even know how you pronounce it. The PH, is it silent? Phthalates. Or, I don't know, Phthalates. Phthalates? I don't know. Plastic. Okay? Exposure to plastics is estimated that it causes 1 out of 10 preterm babies. Guys, I'm going to do 2 of them because they both came out in the last week. Exposure to plastic. And you know how I've talked to you so much about that. There's nowhere you can go on this planet not to be exposed to this stuff. Okay? On average, 1.5 credit cards, the size of a credit card, we absorb in our bodies per week. 1.5 credit cards worth of plastic. Where do you go? Can't go anywhere. It's affecting us. And this exposure, plastics estimated cause 1 in 10 preterm babies. So they found plastic on Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, and in the placentas of babies. It's not good, guys. It's the way it is on our planet. You're not getting away from it. I'm going to talk about what to do about it. Now, second study finds, listen to this one, 80% of Americans are exposed to fertility-lowering chemicals in products like Cheerios and Quaker Oats, okay? Peer-reviewed study. What they did, they had a certain amount of the population, when they checked their urine, 4 out of 5 people, 80% of people have fertility-lowering chemicals that are found in Cheerios and Quaker Oats, and obviously other things. Now, you guys know what I think about Cheerios and Quaker Oats, okay? They put a heart on the box because you're going to have a heart attack if you eat them, okay? Brought to you by the American Heart Association. They've been bought and paid for. I hate to say it, but the reason there's a heart on the box is not because it's heart healthy. Okay? It'll lower your cholesterol, all right. What's that got to do with heart disease? Nothing. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Anyway, imagine, okay, that, and I say this in all due respect to vegetarians and vegans, okay, because they always talk about, well, yeah, but they're, like, look at all the hormones and stuff like that is in meat or whatever. Guys, you can't have cereal that doesn't have this, let me name it to you. I took it out of the article. Looked at urine samples and found exposure to chloromequat chloride. Never heard of it. Chloromequat. Q-U-A-T, I believe, at the end. Chloride, a plant growth chemical. See, to grow the plants even faster, they're using these chemicals, fertilizers and pesticides and whatever. Guys, you just understand, okay? I want you to look at your address. Okay? What do you mean, Doc? Well, I want you to look on your address, okay? If the last part of it, I don't want your zip code. I just want to know if you live on planet Earth or not, okay? So if you don't live on the moon and you don't live on Mars, but you live on planet Earth, you're being exposed to chemicals. You're not going to get away from it. You can go on an island in Costa Rica all by yourself and live by yourself, and good for you, okay? You won't have any neighbors, maybe. But you're still going to get exposed to plastic. You're still going to be exposed to 4 out of 5 people in the United States, chloromequat, chloride. You're not getting away from it. So look, it would be nice if we could get rid of these things. But I'm more interested in you, one, accepting it. If you live on the planet, you're going to be exposed to chemicals. Now, I want you to minimize that as much as you can. Like, go through your house, and if there's anything that you can do to lower it, helpful. But that's not the best thing that you can do. The best thing that you can do to detox, okay? I'm going to give you 2 things that are, maybe 3. What do? Your address ends with planet Earth. Okay? You and me, we live on the planet. What do we do? Number one thing you do to detoxify from plastic, from chloromequit chloride. Yikes. Okay? What do we do? Keep your liver clean. Keep your liver clean. Your liver is the primary detox organ in your body. You want to keep it clean. How do I keep it clean, Doc? Well, I quit loading it up with fat. I want to avoid fatty liver because two things happen with fatty liver. More than two, but for the sake of this minimizing chemicals and plastics and pesticides and herbicides and all these things, okay? What is your body made to do? It's made to detox you from that as long as your liver is clean. How do I keep my liver clean, Doc? Well, I don't fill up the Costco parking lot. You know, that's what I call your liver. The Costco parking lot that gets filled up with glycogen, fat, from eating sugars and carbs. And one of the worst things is drinking fructose in soda, high fructose corn syrup. It's in everything, from ketchup to crackers. Okay? Avoid that. What will happen? Your liver is going to be empty. If your liver is empty, clean, your body will make glutathione. It'll make it anyways, but you're going to make more. You're going to make more. Glutathione is Velcro. It's one of the most powerful antioxidants, toxic compounds. Your body makes it. Now, by the way, okay, when you make glutathione, and this is another reason, okay? Like, I don't want to get sidetracked too long, but I want to talk to you about glutathione for a minute. How do you make glutathione? Well, your body makes it. But it makes it out of 3 amino acids: glycine, cysteine, okay, and glutamic acid. Okay? Glycine, cysteine, and glutamic acid. When you eat those foods with those amino acids in it, you're making glutathione. Okay? That's how your body produces glutathione, from amino acids. And one step back. How do you get in your diet cysteine, glutamic acid, and glycine? I'm waiting. When you eat meat, okay? When you eat meat, eggs and cheese too, but mostly meat, okay? That's really important. You know, if you are, I'm just going to say it, and then you can come after me if you want. If you want to detox your body, don't be a vegetarian and don't be a vegan. In all due respect to those people, and I mean it, they're not going to make the amount of glutathione that they need to detox. Because those amino acids that make up glutathione are found in eggs, meat, and cheese. Sorry, not in the plant kingdom. Hardly at all enough for a mouse. You're not a mouse. Okay? So, keep the liver clean. Don't fill it up like the Costco parking lot. Remember, insulin. When you insist on eating carbohydrates and especially sugars and high fructose corn syrup, the curse of the 20th and 21st century. Curse. Man-made sugar. Fructose. It goes to your liver. It fattens up that liver in nanoseconds. And when your liver is full of fat, your liver cannot detox properly. And remember the other thing about fat, okay? Remember about fat. It is like a sponge for toxins. Fat is like a sponge for toxins, chemicals. There's over 100,000 chemicals that have been created by man since World War II. Look, some of it is wonderful. Okay? Some of it is wonderful. But our bodies were never made for that kind of onslaught. Okay? So what am I saying to you? Well, what do? Keep your liver clean. Keep your liver clean. It's the most important organ. And that's why, guys, if you're, you could literally cut your liver. Take a chunk off of it. And your body will grow it back. The problem is once you get cirrhosis of the liver, fatty liver goes down the road and it becomes cirrhotic, the liver, well, there's almost no chance of return by then. Okay? There's almost no chance. Keep your liver clean. And you do that not by avoiding toxins. Okay? Well, you should to some extent. But you want your liver to be producing glutathione. Okay? Glutathione is Velcro, my friend. It's Velcro-like. It sticks. Toxins stick to it. Heavy metals, plastics. What did that stupid name was? I can't handle it. Chlormequat chloride, a plant growth chemical. Yikes. Found in 4 out of 5 Americans. Test us Canadians, unless we can freeze it out. But guys, listen. Keep your liver clean. Your body will do the rest. Okay? Here's another one. Probiotics, especially broad spectrum. I'll tell you why. Okay? Broad spectrum probiotics, especially in L. rhamnosus and L. reuteri. Those strains, those specific strains, help to detox heavy metal, help to detox yeast, which is a transporter. Remember yeast, fungus, candida, is a transporter of chemicals and heavy metals. It transports it. They're like Uber. Yeast is like Uber for heavy metals. That's not good. Why do you think I always tell you don't feed the bears? Quit eating sugar. You're feeding yeast. And yeast is the Uber for heavy metals and for chemicals. They transport it through the bloodstream. But probiotics do 2 things. A good probiotic will help to mend, not a broken heart, okay? That's a song. They help to mend leaky gut. They're on your side, bacteria, okay? Pro, meaning pro-you. That's what probiotics, okay? They're bacteria. but they're on your side. They're friendly. They're pro you. It's called you win. And we live in a world today, you know, because I had this mentioned to me yesterday. Dr. Martin, do we really need to supplement? Come on. If we eat like you tell us to eat, eggs, meat, and cheese. I said, well, you got that part right. And I said, but you got the second part wrong, because in your head you think, I don't need to supplement. I said, look, you and your dog need to take probiotics, okay? I don't know about the dog, but I know about you, okay? I used to have patients back in the 70s, farmers, telling me about probiotics. I was fascinated by it. Well, they keep our animals healthy. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Listen, nobody was talking about bacteria in those days, just bad guys. They only talked about bad guys. What we knew in the 70s, we knew nothing about leaky gut. It was a theory. It was stupidity, according to medicine. But the only way heavy metals will get into your body is if you have leaky gut. And when it comes leaky gut is the Trojan horse, yeast. Look, you have a little bit of yeast in your gut. So what? If it's in your gut, it's not the end of the world. But if it gets into your bloodstream, they're transporters. And that's why you want to minimize that. Listen to these two studies today. 4 out of 5 Americans and Canadians, I'm sure, we got this Roundup-like stuff in our body. We're peeing it out. It's in our urine. If it's in your urine, it's in your tissue. Yikes. No wonder we see such craziness in this world. But like I said, don't be optimistic about the world changing. You got to understand that big food and big pharma and big media, they run the world. And you ain't going to change anything. Like, I don't have any qualms about my role. I never, ever, ever talk about changing the world. I ain't going to change the world. The information that I give, the education that I want to provide is to change you. I want to inform you, my audience. That's what I'm after. And of course, I want to grow my audience. But I ain't going to change the world, guys. If you think we're going to get away from plastics, good luck with that. If you think that the world is going to avoid Quaker Oats and Cheerios and anything else like that, good luck with that. But remember, you as an individual, first thing you do is take care of yourself, okay? I've told you the story. You know that. Anybody ever got on an airplane? Okay? You ever been on an airplane? You know what they tell you about it? They say, look, if the rare possibility that we run out of oxygen in the plane, automatically the mass will come out of the plane's ceiling. Okay? And there's enough mass for everyone on the plane. Okay? And you know how the stewardess, I never listened, but I listened to this part. You know what she said? Or anytime I've ever flown? Put the mask on yourself first. Then you can help others. Okay? Because if you got no oxygen, you ain't going to be no help to anybody else. So take care of yourself first. Guys, that's the idea of the Doctor is In podcast. I want you to start with you. Okay? Start with you. And I just want to pump your tires for a bit. Okay? Okay? Now put yourself in my position for a minute. And guys, we get feedback and we love feedback. We get feedback every day. We get questions every day. We get feedback every day. Okay? And we see our audience growing. Okay? Almost 90,000 followers on Facebook. And we are at over 4 million downloads on our podcast. Okay? Guys, one at a time. So you take care of you first. Okay? Like I said, like the oxygen mask. Take care of you first. And if anyone is interested, some are not. Okay? I get people, guys, I used to get them in my office, okay? Even though they waited to see me, sometimes up to 6 months to get an appointment to see me, okay? I was busy. They'd come in some. Most, 99% no. But 1%, their eyes were glazing over. Why are you here? Somebody made me. Are you going to listen to anything that I got to say? Well, they don't really say it, but they go, I could tell by their body language, no. Because once I did all their testing and I said, look, you're on the Titanic and you need to have a big change in your life. Most people, yeah, Doc, that's why I'm here. I tried all the other stuff. I tried conventional medicine, or I'm a diabetic, or I have this, I have that. Doc, can you help? Yeah, I can help. I can help you. I'm going to give you a plan, and a plan to succeed. Autoimmune, you name it. I'm going to give you a plan, but you got to go home and implement it. So guys, it starts with you. My audience, you got the memo. I'll give you information. You got to implement it. And then your little soapbox might be, everybody in your family, and I've seen this 1,000 times. My family says Dr. Martin is a quack. Yeah. I agree with them. Okay? I am a quack. Okay? But I'm proud to be a quack. Look, you know what's in it for me? You get better. I want you to get better. I want you to be healthy. I want you to implement. You got to eat anyways. I'm trying to bring you the science of food. Okay? I'm trying to give you, it really has become the other side of this thing. Because there's so much, and again, we talk about this all the time, when there's so much propaganda out there. Okay? They start in schools, and their priority is to get after our kids and to get them, never mind all the other stuff. But what they try and do is to get them even eating the wrong way. It's not good for them. But it's propaganda. And guys, as long as the good Lord gives me breath on this planet, I'll speak up. I'll speak up. And I'm very opinionated. Oh, you didn't know that? I'm very opinionated. But, guys, I'm right. I believe that with all my heart. And I read and I study and I read and I continue. And as long, again, I study every day. Okay? I study every day. And I try and make it simple. Not easy, but simple. And I want my audience, like you guys, the best audience in the universe is my audience. I mean it. I mean it. Anywho, what do? Okay? You live on the planet. You're not leaving anytime soon, you hope. Right? And what do? Keep your liver clean. Empty your liver by not eating crappy foods. Your liver will do its job. It will make glutathione, especially if you eat steak, vitamin S, eggs and meat, and cheese. Okay? Eat the right foods, cut out the stinking sugars, and especially high fructose corn syrup, and broad spectrum probiotics. And you'll live happily ever after? Nah. Okay? That's a fairy tale. But that's the way to help yourself. That's the way to help yourself. It doesn't have to be that complicated, guys. And don't feed the bears. Yeast. I talk about it all the time. Candida. Fungus is a Uber. Did I say Uber or Uber? I meant Uber. For toxins and heavy metals. Get rid of that stuff. Don't feed it. It only lives on sugar. Okay, guys. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon.